got to see Matt Brady hit a little bit in Georgia at a tournament called the Boons, and it was a good opportunity for me to see Brady in person, and he did not disappoint. And seeing someone and being very familiar with Tommy Melton as he hits a shot right back up the middle, and Greg Cannell, the veteran, there to make a diving backhanded play. Great play by Greg Cannell. Stephen Orozco asked Daniel Cate playing for Monsta this year. He is on the roster. And what is going on, Jason Hop? And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, that is the Facebook Live feed. Make sure to tune in to Facebook Live as well, USSSAlive.com, and it is brought to you on Facebook by SmashItSports.com. So Monsta leading this one here early, 13-3. 14-3, I apologize. And that is a great piece of hitting there. As Wellborn with a stand-up double. Kendall Wellborn making it look easy. And now the pitcher, Andrew Vitsak. That is a quick fastball delivered by Travis Clark. Another low pitch. And that is a base on balls. And now we have runners on first and second, one away in the second. So the leadoff batter, Austin Dahl, number 4, up now for Monsta Albuquerque. Austin hits it right at the shortstop, but the middle infielder has to come over Luis Reyna and make a diving play, just not able to come up with it.
Get Dahl an RBI double.
An RBI double by Austin Dahl, and that is 16-3 as 2 more runs come in for Monsta.
And in the box, Jeremy Yates.
Well, now the lefty right fielder, Jeremy Yates, and he hits that one far. And that is a huge bomb in the darkness. Another 2 runs, and it is 18-3. And can't help but to think there's a little bit of competitiveness, of course, but Yates leaving Resmondo after a couple of years there and now playing with Monsta and playing against his old team and showing off that smooth lefty swing that Yates has. And now that's going to bring up Mark Wick, the shortstop. So Mark Wick coming through Classic Glass last year, now making a big jump into the major scene with Monsta Albuquerque. And Wick has some very fast hands. Watch to hit it right back up the middle, maybe a little bit over shortstop, over Marshburn's head. The lefty already leaning towards first and going down the line. Just tell by his body language, ladies and gentlemen. I guess maybe because I watch a lot. But Wick, with a stand-up triple down the line, I can tell his body just to be leaning. And, yeah, a little booty shake, if you call it, by Wick. But a triple at that, hitting by number 92, Mark Wick.
Let's go, Moose. Let's go, Moose.
Now, next up to bat for Monsta, they call him Moose, Jason Matusik. And a hard shot on the backside of the field, and that will score Wick easily from third. And now we have a 19-3 ball game.
just one out, and now it'll be a chance for the second baseman, number 1, Josh Fife.
If you're looking at this lineup for Monsta Albuquerque, it is full of power. And when you speak of power, you have to throw this guy's name into the mix. Josh Fife, a.k.a. Pfeiffer. And Fife being patient. Throwing a strike, and now this will be the last pitch of the at-bat. Pfeiffer swung on. Got all of that one, ladies and gentlemen. A 2-run shot. 21 runs through 2. We're not even second yet. 21-3 over Resmondo as Monsta is staying on fire.
Come on, J-Mag. Don't stop with you, Gorilla. Don't stop with you, Gorilla.
Next up, Jason, the Vanilla Gorilla Magnum, hits it right back up the middle. But Greg Cannell there to field it. And that is an out. And that is the second out here in the inning. Up next, the center fielder, number 19, Steele Lewis. Steele Lewis swung on. The ball is fading away. A lot of power, and it is out of here. Home run, number 19, Steele Lewis, straight dead away center field, and a 22-3 ball game. Monsta means business through 2. And let me correct myself. They mean business through 1 and some change, because they are still hitting and doing so well here in the second as Matt Brady steps up into the batter's box. 2 out, the top of the second. That finds the plate. And Matt Brady showing the patience as he takes a walk down to first. After Matt Brady, we have the middle infielder, Tommy Melton, a.k.a. Miltron. So Tommy Melton, who got out earlier in the inning, looking to redeem himself here. And stays off the high pitch, called ball. Matt Brady on first, and Melton finds an out himself. And that was hit to Tyler Marshburn, who makes the play at shortstop, and Matt Brady thrown out at 2. But that is 22 total runs through 2 completed for a Monsta. Resmondo will be back here at the bottom of the second at the Hall of Fame Classic Duel Part 2.
Hey, Ruck, swing this.
Leading things off for Resmondo here in the bottom of the second will be the additional hitter, number 9.
Next up in the batter's box, number 9, RJ, Big Country Don. Strike called from Vitsak on Dodds. Dodds swings right back up the middle and caught. Josh Pfeiffer making the play, and that is one away here in the bottom of the second.
Now into the box. The right fielder, number 21, Nick Santana.
And I know that middle is part of the game, yes, but when I talk about middle, be ready right here. Nick Santana being that lefty and the speedster, he is always quick out of the box. Thus far, his arms kind of like have a little drag behind, and causing him to hit a lot of middle. But he is very, very good at finding those holes around the pitcher. And we do not get to see it there as the walk is drawn. Now up to bat number 17, P-Wang, Patrick Elwanger. 22-3 deficit, one away here in the bottom of the second inning. Elwanger swung on. The ball's headed back to left field and brought in for the out. But Nick Santana tagging from first. And 2 outs, 22-3. And that will bring up the center fielder, number 6, Corey Briggs. Briggs swings that. Ball's going back. Eighth at the wall, finds it, and just a couple of feet shy. And that is a scoreless inning for Resmondo in the bottom of the second. Will Monsta stay on it? Return here in the top of the third. Don't go away.
Retire and Monsta.
Crush that. I'm not worried about what they do. I only care what I bring to the table. Make moves, don't ever let them make you. And when I'm coming, know that running won't save you. You can run, but I'ma hit you like. You know I'm coming when I get you like. I'm off the hook, getting ripped to like. I cannot hear you. You can run, but I'ma hit you like. You know I'm coming when I get you like. I'm off the hook, getting ripped to like. The clock's ticking, tick, tick, boom.
And we're back here in the stadium. But before we get this inning underway, the winner's bracket final in the back white complex, La Familia Women's against Smash It Derby Girls in the winner's bracket final. So those are your two undefeated teams in the women's side of the house. La Familia beating Lady S&I and Smash It Derby Girls beating Team 24. Who will take it? Tune in to the White Rawlings feed if you're looking for the women's action. But here in the stadium, we have two of the top teams in the tournament. And that is Monsta Albuquerque, who beat Proton Legacy 28-2. And Smash It Resmondo, who beat Competitive Edge in a shootout 46-43 to get here. Kendall Wellborn hits it down and hard on the right side, and he will be safe as he finds a single down the right side of the field. Now due up, number 18, Andy Vitsak.
Canal, 1 out. And now we go back to the top for Austin Daw. Austin Daw scored in all 3 of his plate appearances.
Good job. Ready to get two.
So the 2-run shot from Daw makes it 24-3. And now into the box, Jeremy Yates.
And Yates down the foul line, a long foul ball. So Jeremy Yates in the batter's box, the right fielder, and takes an inside pitch for a ball. Yates swung on. Doesn't have enough. And it does not as Elwanger finds it at the track. That is an out recorded by Yates.
2 away and now stepping in
2 outs. That will bring up Mark Rick, the shortstop. You watch his body language. I feel like you can almost, I don't know, it's weird because he looks like he's going to be pulling the ball, but he pushes. I mean, he's very good at not showing where he's going to go as a lefty. But I've seen him get up and out of here. I've seen him hit the gap, and I've seen him hit that line a lot. So if you look at it, I'm going to guess that he's going to pull the ball this time. And he hits it right to Cannell. A great hustle, but Wick is thrown out at first. And now the score is 24-3 as Resmondo's turn to hit in the bottom of the 3rd. Don't go away. Hall of Fame Classic, Part 2.
Viper Premium Batting Gloves featuring Lycra Cool backing for breathability, Viper Skin Leather Palm for ultimate feel and grip, triple stitched seams for unmatched durability. Get your Viper batting gloves only at smashitsports.com.
Leading things off for Resmondo here in the bottom of the 3rd. Will be the middle infielder, number 22, Luis Reyna.
Up here in the bottom half of the inning, we have the middle infielder, Luis Reyna, better known as Lulu. In this 24-3 ball game, bottom of the 3rd, hit hard, backhand not able to be picked up by Wick. Luis Reyna will be safe at 1.
Wick unable to come up with it cleanly, muscling Reyna aboard at first. Now into the box, it will be the top of the order, the pitcher, number 8, Travis Clark.
So now up to bat next. I like to call this man Captain America because he seems like he can do it all. Travis Clark, number 8, the pitcher, and the leadoff hitter for this Resmondo team. Clark down and hard. 1 out. Thrown from Melton to Daw, but not in time. And Clark, on the fielder's choice, Luis Reyna is out at 2.
So now stepping into the box, it'll be the first baseman, Kyle Pearson.
Luis Reyna is out at 2. Clark hustles and beats the throw at 1. And next up, the power hitting number 23, the first baseman, Kyle Pearson. Pearson right up the middle, just out of the reach of the middle infielder, Tommy Melton. And Reyna, running for Clark, will head to third from first.
Scoots to third. Got Pearson at first. And now into the box, Greg Cannell.
And I know we don't talk about favorites, but one of my favorite guys in the game and has been so for a long time, this man right here, Greg Cannell. This team is down big, 24-3. Runners on the corners. And looks like Greg Cannell might have gotten underneath this one, and it is foul. Now, Greg Cannell gets another opportunity. 24-3. Bottom of the third with 1 away. Runners on the corners. Let's see what Cannell can do here as the pitch from Bitzak is thrown. And that is a
ball. So now they're loaded up.
And now a situation here. I mean, the deficit is 24-3. However, this could be one swing of the bat, knock in 4 with a red-hot Phil Matt after his last at-bat. Bases loaded with 1 away. Swung on, and when I mean dangerous, I mean it. Off the upper part of the scoreboard, grand slam by Phil Matt.
He is now driven in 6. 1 out, bases cleared, and into the box, Bubba Mack. Bubba had a home run in his first at-bat.
Bubba Mack in the batter's box. And you got to think, guys, 24-3 is a big deficit. However, you're playing Resmondo. Resmondo has been in some difficult situations, and that, whoa. And Bubba Mack, the look on his face when he was running says it all, like, holy cow, I'm gunned. And Fife, oh no. As you can see on the replay, our great broadcasting crew. Oh, wow. Holy cow, hey. Whoa. Oh, my Jesus. If we look at the replay one more time, super slow-mo, can we do that? Bubba Mack might have been safe. Holy cow. That is wild. As you see, okay, here it is. There's the slide, right? Oh, no. That is a hard bang play. I am not an umpire, and nor will I ever be for that reason alone. Doesn't help that they, each team obviously wants it to go in their favor. But, wow. I think as Resmondo in the dugout is saying, hey, he called out. I mean, I'm not saying benefit of the doubt type thing, but he was gunned, okay? Bubba Mack was out by a lot. And that was a bang play. Nevertheless, called out and 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Marshburn getting up and out of here, and you can't help but to think there's a little frustration now that they could have been 2 instead of a solo home run, but 24-8 as Resmondo trails in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
2 outs and into the box, the additional hitter, Arjun Dodds.
Next up, one of my favorite guys in the game, period, off the field and on, Arjun Dodds. And that ball was tailing away. It would have been glove side, but looked like he had to make a back. I don't know if it kind of curved, but the ball might have moved a little bit, causing Still Lewis to try to catch it backhanded. And Arjun Dodds is always all hustle. Never, ever is he not hustling. Arjun Dodds is one of the fastest guys at his size that I've seen, and he does it with a quickness. And now back up to the plate is Nick Santana. Off strike. It doesn't look like Santana is arguing that one. Arjun on second. Down and hard. Oh, it through the legs of Josh Mike. And Arjun Dodds scores from 2. And that should have been 3 outs, maybe. Nick is pretty fast out of the box. Maybe that could have gotten Pfeiffer's attention trying to get him out. But nevertheless, that is through the leg of the second baseman.
Dodds, Arjun to score the 6th run of the inning. And out to the box, the left fielder, number 17, Patrick Elwing.
And a little bit of words being talked out on the field. And now the coaches are being called in, and this will be the warning, I am sure. That sliding headfirst play at 2 by Bubba Mack, I feel like it was, I don't know, different angles. It looked like it was safe. It looked like it was out. Either way, the umpire made the call, and at the end of the day, they get together, they make the call together, and the base umpire said safe, the home umpire said out. At the end of the day, we trust the umpires' better judgments as they are human beings, everyone. So, you know, these guys are out here for hours, doing a great job. Heads up to the umpiring and officiating crew here at the league events, some of the best umpires in the nation here with USSSA. They're looking at a choice third, trying to knock it off quick in a great way by the players and coaches to diffuse that. And now there will be some chirping, I am sure. 24-9, bottom of the 3rd, 2 outs away, and Patrick Elwinger in the batter's box. Elwinger down and hard, and off the ball there at 1. 3rd out, at the end of the inning, Elwinger retires.
Takes it himself, retires Elwinger, retires the side.
So after the end of 3 completed, we go into the top of the 4th when we return. 24-9. Don't go away.
Marcel gave me these. Just want to dump in there? Not trust per se. Put them in the back.
While bats get hotter and hotter, pitchers are left to fend for themselves. Now, the technology that defends batters and catchers is being used to defend softball pitchers. The Viper Pitcher's Helmet by Schutt is the only NOXI certified pitcher's helmet on the market, making this the safest helmet in the game. Better visibility and protection, comfortable fit, complete head coverage, 1-year warranty. Get your Viper Pitcher's Helmet only at smashitsports.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, look who we have here. Not talking about the ball players, I'm talking about the babies. Love seeing little kids out at the fields. It's a big tradition. I remember being a kid myself watching my pops play slow pitch. Awesome time to have the little ones in attendance, and always a pleasure to see the little ones running around. But now back to the action as Jason Matusik, a.k.a. Moose, steps into the batter's box. So Matusik trying to stretch it out more out the top of the wall. And what would have been an easy double turns into an out at 3.
And the throw there inside, Bubba Mack applies the tag. So one away.
Maybe a little bit of discommunication there, miscommunication, sorry. And next up in the batter's box, the second baseman, Josh Fife. 24-9 ball game. Fife hits it down and hard and in between the 5 and 6 hole. 5 for 9 looking to run to 2, and he does just that with the stand-up double with 1 away here in the top of the 4th inning.
In the double as he motors into second and now into the box, Jason Magnum.
Come on, J-Mag. Come on, J-Mag. Come on, buddy. Come on, Gorilla. Come on, J-Mag. Come on, J-Mag. Be our leader, Mag. Come on, Max.
So next up, Jason Magnum into the batter's box. Down and hard to the third base line. Missing foul a few feet. And let's see what Jason Magnum, the Vanilla Gorilla, can do here to keep applying the pressure on Resmondo as Monsta leads 24-9. J-Mag finding nothing but the green out in left field, and that is a shot.
And Magnum skies that one to left.
A 2-run home run from Jason Magnum, the Vanilla Gorilla, to put his monster team up 26-9.
A 2-run shot, and now into the box, Neil Lewis.
Lewis trying to find extra bases and does not, as Corey Briggs tracks that down a very long way and makes the out.
Now 2 away, stepping in the additional hitter, Matt Brady.
Next up, Matt Brady stepping up into the batter's box. EH Matt Brady. 2 away here in the 4th inning. Matt Brady swung on. Line drive out to left and caught just shy of the warning track. That is the 3rd out. We leave off at Matt Brady. Coming up for Monsta, Tommy Melson, Kendall Wellborn, and Andy Bitsack. Don't go away. We'll be here in the bottom of the 4th with Resmondo up at the Hall of Fame Classic Dual second tournament.
Win the game before you ever step on the field. Shop SmasherSports.com for all your baseball and softball needs.
And there is a Hall of Famer on your screen, Andy Purcell, one of the best pitchers, if not overall softball players ever to do it, Andy Purcell, and you'll see him here in action after this game here. And of course, our four-legged friends, always welcome. And next up in the box, believe it or not, a teammate of mine, Corey Briggs. We took second place in that tournament, let me tell you that much, okay? But Corey Briggs up here for Resmondo. Called strike on Briggs.
Your pitch, man. Your pitch, buddy.
Briggs swung on, headed back to the right side of the field, and tracked in by Jason Matusik.
Able to run it down is Yates, so one away. And now stepping in, it'll be the middle infielder, Luis Reyna.
Next up, Luis Reyna, the middle infielder for Resmondo, with one away here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
That's Jason Matusik, who's moved over to right. Yates is in left.
And they are not liking that from the dugout of Monsta. They thought it should have been a strike called. And down, and great diving play by Mark Wick, the shortstop. Not only can he get triples, but he can dive and make a great backhanded stop. As now we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth, and Travis Clark, the leadoff for the Resmondo team.
Break it off just a little, man. Here we go, buddy.
And Clark hitting that one far, but that is foul and out of play. So if you are unfamiliar with how it works, if you have a strike on you and you hit it foul, you are out. No courtesy here. So now this ball must be batted in play. If it is a foul ball, he is out. Let's see what Clark can do here, the pitcher for Resmondo. As that ball is hit up, still Lewis running back, tracking it at the warning track, and slides to his knees after the catch. And great play. Still Lewis hauling in the third out after 4 complete. 26-9, Monsta, Resmondo will be back.
going in there.
And we're back. Thank you for tuning in. Tommy Melton in the batter's box next.
I lost my voice, man. It's early in the season. I can't holler like I need to.
So the 4 undefeated teams thus far in this tournament. Monsta Albuquerque against Resmondo. Smash it. The winner here plays the winner of Precision 3rd Street versus Smash It Thunder. So here are your 4 remaining undefeated teams. Who will win here? Who will win the next one? Stay tuned to find out. As we have Tommy Melton in the batter's box. Called strike, the first pitch. Tommy Melton swung on, down. Marshburn throwing across the diamond, and KP there to scoop it up off the turf. One hopper, and Tommy Melton is retired.
So Melton retired for the first out of the inning. And now stepping in, it'll be Kendall Wellborn.
Kendall Wellborn in the batter's box here. And a great diving play by Corey Briggs to haul that in. Wow.
Corey Briggs, the great play to get Wellborn. So now quickly 2 outs.
He made a long run, and Corey Briggs making one heck of a grab.
They hold 2 away and into the box, the pitcher, Andy Vidcak.
Andy Vidcak in the batter's box, the pitcher. And just like that, you do not want to have a 3-up, 3-down against Resmondo and give them the momentum, because they could do something big with it. Stay to find out what will happen at the bottom half of the inning as Monsta goes scoreless here in the top. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. Monsta versus Resmondo, Hall of Fame Classic Part 2. And I love getting to hear the mic'd up microphones on the field, because you hear a lot of the chatter and you get to see how pumped up these teams get and the competitiveness. And we want you to have that feel at home, to feel the energy of the dugout. So again, great job by the broadcasting crew, the people behind the scenes that make this happen, the camera crew, production, everybody associated in that booth up there. Thank you for all you do. USSSAlive.com. Kyle Pearson finding some turf for sure, and Steele Lewis will throw it in as KP will have a stand-up double to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
So Kyle Pearson in with the leadoff double.
Greg Cannell getting his hands through the zone so fast, finding nothing but barrel, and that is crushed. A 2-run shot. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th, 26-11. Resmondo can never be counted out in any contest, no matter what the deficit is. And they show you just like that with 3 up, 3 down, and then 2 back-to-back home runs by way of that man, Phil Matt and Greg Cannell.
He's driven in 7.
And now Resmondo may be starting that engine. Bubba Mack, the third baseman, due up here in the batter's box, called ball, hitting the plate. Chopper to the shortstop. And great throw across the diamond, and Bubba Mack is retired for the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. Mark Wick showing his arm off a little bit there. And that's going to bring up his counterpart, Tyler Marshburn.
Major defense behind you.
Sack on the mound for Monsta Albuquerque. Called ball. There's the pitch inside and deep. And Marshburn steps out of the box. Get a little bit of time here. Fitzsack with the pitch and hits the plate, and that is a base on balls awarded to Marshburn.
So the base on balls for Tyler Marshburn. 1 on and 1 out for the additional hitter, Arjun Dodds.
So 1 away here. Marshburn on 1. And Mr. 2 Chains, Arjun Dodds. Arjun Dodds absolutely murdering that shot, and that is gone. A 2-run blast to left center, and that gives 2 more runs to Resmondo as they are slowly cutting down the deficit here in the bottom half of the inning. Up next, Nick Santana. A great play by the third baseman there. 1 hopper did not get him in time. And a great play by the third baseman. Unfortunately, not able to make it happen. But Wellborn showing off the leather and just not in time, as Nick Santana is one of the faster individuals on that field, and he's safe at 1.
So now Patrick Ellwanger steps into the box.
Patrick Ellwanger, the outfielder, or Resmondo, with 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th, trailing 13 runs, 26-13. And you can hear
Ellwanger, 2 on, 1 out. Into the box,
the dugouts are talking, and they are letting it be known how they feel. Now Nick Santana on 2, Patrick Ellwanger on 1. Bottom of the 5th, 1 away. Corey Briggs, who had a great diving catch out there in right center, called strike on him here. And let's see what Corey can do here. And hits it down. Great diving play, just unable to make up, or unable to come up with it, is Tommy Melton, and that is through the infield. And runners on first and third as Santana scores from second. Ellwanger moves all the way to third, and runners on the corners, 1 away.
So runners at the corners for the middle infielder, Luis Reyna.
And time has been called.
Nobody better, right? Come on. Hey, do your job, Tom. Let's go.
So a great timeout call here by the coach and the Monsta crew, trying to slow down that momentum. And sometimes you just go out there and say, hey, what are we going to have after this game? Are you hungry? You thirsty? And just kind of, as a coach, I think it's very important. You got to kind of have, make sure your guys are having fun and letting loose.
Come on. Check in.
But as a coach, I feel like that was a great timeout call there, trying to slow down the momentum as runners are on the corner. Bottom of the 5th inning, and Luis Reyna up in the batter's box as Resmondo trails 26-14. Luis Reyna finding the right field line. The Tusick into that corner sliding, and that will be extra bases for Luis Reyna. And Luis Reyna with a 2 RBI triple. And that is 8 runs already this inning.
The top for Travis Clark.
Keep pushing.
So here we are with the pitcher, Travis Clark, the first batter in the lineup. Ooh, and laid off that. Looked like he was going to try to push that to the right side of the field. As we have one runner on, Luis Reyna on third, and one away. Strike is called. Looking to try to get Travis Clark to get an out here. Ball hit. Still Lewis and Matusik trying to close that right center gap. Ball will hit the fence. And Travis Clark trading places with Luis Reyna at third, and that is a stand-up triple by Travis Clark. One away still. Here we are at the bottom of the 5th, and Resmondo, if you don't stop them quick, they will do just this and slowly inch away and get back to contention.
Arjun Dodds, a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Clark.
The power hitting Kyle Pearson, number 23, with a runner on third. One away. KP Kyle Pearson getting all of that one. Now the lead is only 8 runs. Do not count Resmondo out ever, as they never have an issue with fighting back. It is wild. I don't know what it is. It's that fighter mentality and that depth chart and that lineup that they have. It's like a switch they turn on. And now we have Greg Cannell finding a gap between first and second, and he will hold up at first.
Solid single to set the table for the catcher, Phil Mack. Phil, 3 out of 3, 3 home runs.
Next up, Phil Mack, who had a monster of a shot and a grand slam earlier in the game. So Resmondo fighting back, only down by 6 so far. The bottom of the 5th, 1 out here. Inside pitch delivered. 1 down Bottom of the 5th inning. Phil Matt in the batter's box. Swinging down and absolutely murders this one off the scoreboard, 26-21, and only 5 runs separate these two squads.
Phil Matt, like a dog without a leash, you just can't keep him in the yard. That is 4 home runs. He is now driven in 9 and stepping into the box. It'll be the third baseman number.
Did he just say 4 home runs and 9 RBIs from Phil Matt alone? Bubba Mack hitting straight to Tommy Melton, and that is the second out of the inning. And here we have 2 away in the bottom of the 5th inning, 26-22 ball game, as the shortstop, Tyler Marshburn, number 10, steps up next for Resmondo. Marshburn trying to get those hands through the zone so he can push it to the right side, and unable to keep it in fair territory, as that is a foul ball. (26-22) ball game here. And that will find the hole and rolls the Yates out in left field. And Marshburn will stay at first.
Hold it first, and now into the box, the additional hitter, Arjun Dodds.
So Arjun Dodds back up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Arjun Dodds in the batter's box. Swung on. The ball's carried away into left center. Still Lewis running back and making the catch as he slides. And that is 3 as Arjun Dodds flies out to left center. But Resmondo not going away easily as they put up a lot here late. Don't go away. 26-22 is our ball game. Monsta due up at the top of the next inning. Don't go away.
13 runs. They get those 13 runs on the strength of
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a showdown here. Austin Dahl, number 4, the first baseman, and the leadoff hitter for the lineup for Monsta here in the top of the 6th inning in this 26-22 showdown. And Luis Reyna not able to get there in time, and Austin Dahl should have a stand-up double into left center field.
Now stepping into the box, it'll be the left fielder, number 30, Jeremy Yates.
Come on, leader. Get the box ahead. Come on, Yates. Come on, leader.
Jeremy Yates in the batter's box next. The lefty, judging by his reaction, did not like how that came off the bat, missed it, and Nick Santana brings that in, and Austin Daw tags from second to third, and we have one away.
One away, and now stepping in will be the shortstop, number 92, Mark Wick.
So next up, the shortstop, number 92, Mark Wick. All right, so I'm 2 for 2 right now with calling Wick's hitting locations. I will tell you, I'm going to guess. Can I go 3 for 3? We'll see. As 92, Mark Wick steps up in the batter's box. He's pulling, going middle. And it goes straight middle. And Mark Wick with a huge shot to center field. And that is a 2-run home run. And that gives his squad a 6-run lead.
Home run, it's 28-22. One out, the base is cleared. For the right fielder, number 22, Jason Matusik.
Next up, Jason Matusik. And Matusik with a rope to left.
Jason is now 5 out of 5.
And Matusik batting a perfect 5 for 5 so far.
Josh Fife.
Next up, the second baseman, Josh Fife. Fife finds it through the infield, and Matusik will be at 3. And Pfeiffer hustling all the way to 2. Runners on second and third, 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning.
Getting it done. And now into the box, it'll be the catcher, Jason Magnum. Jason's already got a couple of 2-run home runs.
Come on. Let's go, big man. Just stay smooth. Come on, just touch it.
And that was a high hit ball by Jason Magnum. And Jason Magnum running around the whole time. Just because it's up in the air doesn't mean it's going to be an out. Great hustle by Jason Magnum as 2 runners come across. And that is a 2 RBI stand-up triple.
It's Jason Magnum, Matusik, and Fife score. Briggs did a great job just to flip it.
So now 33-22 as the center fielder, number 19, Steele Lewis, comes up to bat.
Come on, Steele. Go to work, 1-9.
Steele Lewis swung on. Looks like it might have been up in the hands a little bit, but is it enough to go back? Briggs at the wall, jumps over and cannot haul it back in.
And that one's out.
And that is a 2-run home run. And now we are separated by 10 runs, 32-22, as Monsta leads this late here in the top of the 6th.
Back to a double-digit lead. Still just 1 out for Matt Brady.
Matt Brady in the batter's box, the EH, number 13. Brady getting all of that one, and another home run, giving Monsta the lead, 33 to 22. I apologize.
It's a 7-run inning, and now into the box, the middle infielder.
They have scored 7 runs here in the top of the 6th, and this is exactly what you need to do to respond to Resmondo's 13-run bottom of the 5th. Tommy Melton here in the 6th inning looks to be flying out to Nick Santana and 2 away.
Skies that one to right field. Over to gather it in. We've got 2 away, and now in the box, the third baseman, Kendall Wellborn.
Now up to bat, the third baseman, Kendall Wellborn. Kendall Wellborn playing third base for the Monsta team, and unfortunately not able to keep that one in fair territory, as that is a long strike. Kendall Wellborn in the batter's box, trying to add on more. And that is a ball. Wellborn hitting it up, going back to the wall. Santana not going to be able to get the out here as it flies out of the stadium. And a couple of home runs by Monsta here in the top of the 6th, giving them a 34 to 22 lead as the pitcher, Andy Fitzek, comes up to the plate. Vidsack showing a little power off, and it's going to be extra bases as it hits the warning track and bounces off the wall. A stand-up double for Vidsack.
He's in with the stand-up double. So with 2 away, and now the second, we'll go back to the man who got the inning started. Top of the order, Austin Dahl.
And now back to the top of the order, the first baseman, number 4, Austin Dahl. Here's the pitch to Austin Dahl. And called strike 3, and he knew it. Got to protect anything close. Now that will retire the side. 34 to 22 as Resmondo comes up at the bottom of the 6th. I feel the momentum change. Don't go away.
Monsta puts up a nice inning. They get 8.
Welcome back here to Vieira, Florida. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning, late into the game. This is 2 of the 4 remaining undefeated teams in the bracket. Who will it be? Monsta Bacoco, Resmondo, Smash It. Stay tuned to find out. 34-22 as Nick Santana steps up into the batter's box. And the first pitch is a ball. Vidsack getting ready on the mound, throws the pitch, and it is short, and that is a base on ball. Nick Santana reaches on first base.
Into the box, it'll be the left fielder, Patrick Elwing.
Next up in the batter's box, Patrick Elwinger. An inside ball to P-Wang.
So the first 2 men aboard. And now into the box, it'll be the center fielder, Corey Briggs.
Right here, right now. The guy. I'm in the first one. Right here. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. Right now.
Corey Briggs hit into the gap, and that will score Nick Santana from second.
And Briggs rifles that one into left. Santana motors in to score. 34-23. Runners at first and second for Luis Reyna.
And next up in the batter's box, Luis Reyna. And a great snag by number 4, the first baseman, Austin Daw.
That's right, but this time Austin Daw is positioned to snare it, and he does. So 1 away. And now we go back to the top of the order for the pitcher, Travis Clark.
Great time for a miss. Here we go. Keep leading us 1-8. Keep leading us 1-8.
We have 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning, 34-23, Monsta over Resmondo, as Travis Clark in the batter's box, trying to lift this one up and out of here. It will stay in the park, but off the wall. Yates not able to hold it in his hand, and it hits the turf again. And that is another run driven in as Elwanger crosses home plate. Resmondo only down by 10, 1 away here in the 6th inning.
1 and 1 out for Kyle Easton. And the courtesy runner in for the pitcher Clark. Sergeant Dodge going to run at second base. Kyle Pearson in the box. And Kyle bangs the ground ball up the middle. Down to get it, pours it across on 1 hop. Pearson retired, so now 2 away. Briggs is able to come in and score. Stepping into the box, it'll be the second baseman, number 7, the man from Moultrie, Greg Cannell.
Next up, Greg Cannell, as there's 2 away here late in the ball game. Resmondo trailing by 9 and out of the reach of Mark Wick. And Argent Dodds will round 3 easily. And that is another run. Resmondo only trailing 8.
That's the 4th run of the inning. Give Cannell the RBI and into the box.
This man here, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, has been on fire all game long. The cleanup hitter, number 3, Phil Matt. Nine RBIs alone, and that is down the line. It will be 2, if not more, as Greg Cannell will hold up, and that is a double. He finally keeps it in the fence, ladies and gentlemen. Phil Matt has been crushing this ball all game long.
Third baseman, Bubba Mack.
Now runners on second and third, 2 away here in the bottom. Bubba Mack up. And this could be huge for Bubba Mack. And hits the plate. Bubba Mack swung on, going back, and that is gone. A 3-run shot, 34-29, and we are coming down to the wire. And Monsta 34, Resmondo 29. We are in the bottom of the 6th with 2 down. Sorry, I apologize. Marshburn in the box. Marshburn could be huge for his team here, and that will be foul. So 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. No one on. And a shot to Daw, and great snag by the first baseman. And Monsta only leads by 5. What will they do? Can they tack on more? Is 5 enough? Stay tuned. Hall of Fame Classic Duel, Part 2.
Retired.
Win the game before you ever step on the field. Shop SmashTheSports.com for all your baseball and softball needs.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to USSSALive.com. And if you're tuning in over at YouTube, thank you. And if you're tuning in to Facebook, thank you. And all that is brought to you by SmashItSports.com here at the Hall of Fame Classic Duel as the right fielder Jeremy Yates starting things off with extra bases into the gap. That could be a double, if not a triple, as that is a almost. Hey, don't stop the man. Let him go. Just kidding. Smart base running there by Yates.
Motors in with the leadoff
And that is a lead-off triple here in the top of the 7th.
In the 7th, stepping in will be the shortstop, number 92, Mark Witt.
Come on, big Wick!
Number 92, the shortstop, Mark Witt.
Go ahead, big man. Go ahead, big man.
I'm going to go ahead and guess pull just by his stance. And I mean, hey, I'm 4 for 4 with Mark Witt, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how I do it, but that is an RBI double as Mark Witt slides headfirst into second. Hey, I just don't know. I've been watching a lot of softball here lately. And that was just right underneath the glove of Cannell. And that will bring up number 22, Moose, Jason Matusik. And it looks like Helmer, the legend himself, is calling time and maybe trying to slow down the momentum that Monsta has right now. Again, if you're just tuning in, we have a showdown. Monsta 35, Resmondo 29 here in the top of the 7th inning. And whenever we have a timeout, I love to show the love to the women's side of the house. And we have an upset alert, ladies and gentlemen. La Familia beat Smash It Derby Girls 19-8. And they are your winners bracket finals on the women's side of the house. And now 3 teams are left in the losers bracket. That is Lady S&I against Team 24. The winner will take on Smash It Derby Girls tomorrow. But La Familia in the queen seat in the women's side of the house. And take a quick look in the losers bracket in the men's. Dan Smith beats Young Guns. Stars lose to West Point and Pop Nitro Circus. And now they will play a couple of more games tonight to find out who makes it to Sunday. But before we talk about Sunday, we must talk about tonight. And Jason Matusik hitting that one really hard and far.
Jason Matusik,
2-run shot. Jason Matusik with a home run.
That's his 3rd home run. Quickly 3 across in the inning, and now into the box, it's Josh Fife.
Where's somebody, Fife? Here we go, buddy. Where's somebody?
Do a job here, one. Do a job.
And next up will be the second baseman, Josh Fife.
Come on, big man.
Fife right back up the middle, and that's going to be extra bases. Could it be a triple as Fife touches second, round 2, and has a stand-up triple, and Monsta is not letting up at all.
So Josh now 6
If
out
you're
of 6 in the
into
ball game.
brackets and whatnot,
Just
the loser here, Monsta or Resmondo, the loser here plays tonight in the PM game against a possible Seminoles, Baltimore, or MPT Rentals. Next up, J-Mag, Jason Magnum. Lifts the ball up to the right side of the field. No man's land, and that is a foul ball.
Trust them hands. Hit a gap. Trust them hands.
Jason Magnum in the batter's box. No outs yet here in the top of the 7th. Pfeiffer on third. Up by 8 over Resmondo. Called ball, Magnum hitting the plate. J-Mag, a chopper to shortstop. Marshburn grabbing it and throwing out J-Mag, but not before a fielder's choice brings in Pfeiffer from third. And that is run number 38 of the ball game for Monsta Albuquerque.
So one away, Fife comes in to score the 4th run of the inning, and into the box, Steele Lewis.
Next up, the center fielder, number 19, Steele Lewis. Right back up the middle and out of the reach of Greg Cannell, and Steele Lewis will have a stand-up double.
Steele's going to motor into second, so give him a one-out double, and into the box it'll be the additional hitter. Number 13, Matt Brady.
Next up in the batter's box, Matt Brady. It looks like they are appealing first base. Maybe thinking Steele Lewis didn't touch first, as Luis Reyna is talking to the umpire. A little talking there between umpires, making sure that Steele Lewis touched one. As Matt Brady in the batter's box hits it to the right side of the field, and that is going to land, and that will be extra bases, and Steele Lewis will score from 2, and Matt Brady with a stand-up triple painting that line.
Was able to trot home with the 5th run of the game.
What a great piece of hitting by Matt Brady as he let the ball travel pretty far over the plate and pushing that ball to right, making that look so easy. Now we have the middle infielder, Tommy Melton, for Monsta Albuquerque. It's swung on, floating out to right field. Corey Briggs coming in, making the catch, and Matt Brady should tag, as he will. And that is another run across. And 40-29 is our score so far here in the top of the 7th inning.
2 outs and the bases cleared. Stepping in, it'll be Kendall Wellborn. Kendall, 4 out of 5 in the game.
Kendall Wellborn up in the batter's box, batting 4 for 5 so far here. Look to see a little bit of backside and looks to be getting underneath it. Doesn't have enough to get out of here, and it is foul.
That one's going to be out of play.
Now you take yours. Let's go. Come on, Wayne. Come on, Kendall.
Kendall Wellborn here in the top of the 7th, 2 away, and that's going to find the outfield turf. Wellborn 5 for 6 here in this game.
His 5th hit of the game, and now into the box, looking to help his own cause. That'll be the pitcher, number 18.
Andrew Vitsak stepping up in the batter's box. 2 away here in the top of the 7th, and if you're Resmondo, you want to get Andy Vitsak out of here only because you do not want to come back up to the top of the lineup. Kirkwood is the runner for Wellborn over at first. Bitsack, the hitter, and that falls short.
And it looks like we got a pinch runner for Kendall Wellborn. I think that's number 3, Dan Kirkwood.
He's a strike here, and that is close, but called strike. Now Bitsack must have this ball here, and looks like it will be out number 3 as Nick Santana tracks it in the gap. And that will be it for Monsta on the offensive here in the 7th. As they trail, Resmondo trails Monsta 40-29. 11 runs. Don't go away.
Win the game before you ever step on the field. Shop SmashTheSports.com for all your baseball and softball needs.
Don't set sail without experiencing everything there is to see. Explore Port Canaveral before boarding your next cruise.
$525 live viewers here on Facebook alone. And that is all courtesy of SmashItSports.com for bringing you the live coverage.
So stepping into the box to lead things off here in the 7th, it'll be the additional hitter, number 9, Arjun Dodds. Arjun, a 2-run home run back in the 5th.
So leading things off for Resmondo, Arjun Dodds. Arjun Dodds has a couple of home runs already in this game, and that is called strike. And this could be huge, and this is a lot of momentum here in the 7th. Arjun Dodds hit that hard over the third baseman Wellborn, and Arjun will be hustling in, and a stand-up double for Arjun.
Started with the leadoff double left, and now stepping in, it'll be the right fielder, number 21, Nick Santana.
Now the right fielder, number 21, Nick Santana. And that is a flat pitch. And that is a base on balls. And that will bring up Patrick Ellwanger with runners on first and second, none away here in the bottom of the 7th. This is crunch time for Resmondo. No lead is safe when you're playing against Resmondo. And I guarantee Monsta understands that as the left fielder, Patrick Ellwanger, up in the box here late in the ballgame. Ellwanger hits it down hard to first. But Austin Dahl able to gobble it up and make a great play. Takes the throw out at second.
Fire to second to get the force on Santana. Ellwanger board on the fielder's choice, but one away, runners at the corners for Corey Briggs.
Next up, the center fielder, Corey Briggs. Runners on the corners, one away. You definitely do not want to hit into the infield if you're Briggs here. Lifted up, going back. Still Lewis at the wall. And that is a 3-run shot by Corey Briggs, the center fielder, coming up huge for Resmondo. And now the lead is only by 8, 40-32, 72 total runs here in this ball game. Next up, with the bases completely empty, Luis Reyna, the middle infielder. Called strike to Reyna. Reyna swung on. Mark Wick just out of the reach of the shortstop. Not able to haul that in. And now we have a runner on first base, one away. Late, bottom of the 7th, 40-32. Monsta over Resmondo. And we are at the top of the lineup. Travis Clark, the pitcher for Resmondo. Travis Clark here. Swung on. Doesn't have enough. It's going back. And Travis Clark is always clutch when he needs to be. And that is 40-34. A great shot by Travis Clark, the pitcher for Resi.
Still just one out for the first base.
Only one out here at the bottom of the 7th. 40-34 ball game. And now here comes the power hitting number 23, Kyle Pearson. You hear the sounds of the game, both dugouts hollering out there. They are pumped up, and both teams want to take this game. And called strike on Kyle Pearson. And you see the infielders kind of closing up that middle a little bit more. And that is hit well. And that is another home run.
With the solo home run to left center field.
Gets that ball up and out of here.
The ball game. It's 40-35. Still one out. And into the box, Greg Cannell.
Next up in the batter's box, the second baseman, Greg Cannell. Lifted up to left field, and that will be a foul ball. So Greg Cannell with a strike on him already. And lays off the deep inside pitch. Connell hits that a laser beam. And that ball was cut. Greg Cannell with a shot. And has a stand-up double off the bat of Greg Cannell. Good. God almighty. Hit hard. Someone who's been on fire all game long. Resmondo's catcher, Bill Matt. Bill Matt right up the middle. Pfeiffer making the play. Nice throw the first. I want to say that's the first time Bill Matt has been out this game.
They get Matt for the important second out. So now with Cannell at third, 2 away, into the box, Bubba Mack.
And now we are down to 2 outs away. We have 1 left here in the bottom of the 7th. Bubba Mack up to bat. 1 runner on third, 2 outs. 40-35. Swung on, and that will be run number 36 as Bubba Mack reaches on successfully, driving in Greg Cannell for third.
Into the box, Tyler Marshburn.
Thank you for tuning in at USSSAlive.com, Facebook Live, and YouTube. My name is Rhino the Rep, bringing you the play-by-play and the announcing of the weekend's event. And here we have the shortstop, Tyler Marshburn, with 2 down and called strike. Okay. Marshburn does not look like he likes that call. And here they are, and they are loud down on the field. Could this be it? 2 out. Tyler Marshburn in the batter's box. Couple of pump fakes. And the ball is hit high to left field. Yates camps underneath it, and that will be the ball game. 76 total runs here in this game. What an exciting game at that. And Monsta comes away victorious 40-36. Hall of Fame Classic Duel Part 2. Don't go away. Next up here on the stadium, we will have the other undefeated team showdown between Precision and Smash It Thunder. Don't go away. Rhino the Rep, USSSAlive.com, Hall of Fame Classic Duel Part 2.
Into the undefeated championship final. They move to 4-0. They will face off against the winner of the upcoming game between Smash It and Precision. For Resmondo, that's their first loss here in Hall of Fame Duel number 2. Their participation still not done. They will drop down into the loser's bracket.
Okay. I got you. Not bad, but it was just like... Huh? Yeah.
Again, Monsta will face off against the winner of the upcoming game between Precision and Smash It. That will be the final game of the evening as Monsta faces the winner of that game.
I have one crappy ball, please. They're all crappy. Just pick one, buddy. Thank you.
And for Resmondo, they'll play in a game scheduled to begin at 10 o'clock. Obviously,